Alright, this is for the properties foldable, which is the green one that you got today. And so all I've done is I trimmed off the bottom part of it, and then I folded it and placed it in my INB, and it should be on page 4. You can't really see that up there, but it is page 4. Here's where it's supposed to be. Alright, and so let's look at how to fill that out. Alright, so this top one was the associative property. And so what the associative property tells us in algebra is that if I take A plus B plus C, grouping the A and the B together, that's the same thing as taking A plus B plus C, grouping it this way. It also works with multiplication. If I have A times B and then times C, or if I do A times B times C. So algebraically, that's what it would look like. Then, for an example, so for instance, if I were doing just adding, say if I had 2A plus 8A plus 3B, if I had it written this way, that would mean the same thing as doing 2A plus 8A plus 3B, doing it this way. Because 2A plus 8A here is going to give me 10A plus 3B. Down here, I can't add these two because they're not like terms, so I would end up taking it out, and I would have to regroup it anyway and get 2A plus 8A. Again, would be 10A plus 3B. If I were doing multiplication, if we just do numbers, okay? So if I did numbers, I could have 2 times 3 multiplied together and then times 5. And then I could do it as 2 times 3 times 5. So if I do it this way, I'm going to do the 2 times 3 first, and that's going to be 6 times 5. Where over here I'm going to have 2 times 3 times 5 is 15. 6 times 5 is 30, and 2 times 5 is also 30. So it checks out. It's going to give me the same answer either way. Okay. By definition, and if you're in this Garner's class, she may not give you the same definition, but to me, the definition, to me, in my words, is that when, I don't like that, I want a different color. When adding or multiplying, it does not matter which two numbers or terms you group. Okay, so it's a grouping. It's used for grouping when you're adding and multiplying. That's what it's going to be used for. So it doesn't matter if you group the first two and then do the last one. If you do the group the last two and then do the first one. Okay, so your grouping doesn't matter. All right. Then the next one after associative property is the commutative property. And for the commutative property, we have it also for addition and for multiplication. And so for addition, it's just telling me that A plus B is the same thing as B plus A. Okay? And if I'm doing for multiplication, A times B is the same thing as B times A. So for example, 3 plus 7 is the same thing as 7 plus 3. They both equal 10. Okay, if I do it by multiplication, 4 times 5 is the same thing as 5 times 4. So 20 still equals 20. And sorry, that is an equal sign there. Fix it. Okay. And then, so your definition, kind of my own words. In addition and multiplication, order does not matter. Okay? Doesn't matter which number I put first and which number I put last. When I multiply them together, I'm still going to get the same number. Okay? When I add them together, I'm still going to get the same number. Alright? So, I think I'm going to stop from this video, and then I'll put distributive property and identity property in a second video. Okay?